In a world where stories are the essence of life, what if you could be part of creating the next great tale? Introducing Storybook, a community where your imagination comes to life. A place where writers, readers, and dreamers unite to create something extraordinary. With Storybook, your ideas, your stories, and your characters are more than just thoughts. They become part of a larger narrative. Less than 1 billion Storybook tokens are powered by the Ton blockchain. By holding book tokens, you gain the power to pitch ideas, give input, and even become a character in the stories you help create. Submit your stories, collaborate with other talented writers, and see your work come to life. Storybook isn't just about storytelling. It's about making your mark in a community that values creativity and innovation. From anthologies to graphic novels, from films to community-driven magazines, Storybook is where your ideas take flight and where your voice is heard. Become part of a movement where your creativity shapes the future of storytelling. Welcome to Storybook, a community where stories come to life.
This is Storybook Radio.
Chapter 26. Phoenix kneels beside Dell's lifeless body, his hands trembling as he carefully lifts him onto his shoulder. The warmth of Dell's blood seeps into his clothes, sticking the fabric to his skin. The weight of Dell's body feels immense, far more than Phoenix expected. It is not just the physical burden. Dell's death presses down on him like a suffocating fog. His breath catches in his throat, and his vision blurs as tears threaten to spill. He stumbles under the load, but steadies himself, determined to bear the weight of his fallen friend. Nearby, Valerie stands frozen, her face streaked with tears. Her hands clench and unclench at her sides as though she's trying to grasp something tangible in the chaos. Then the sobs come, racking her body in waves. They grow louder, each one more desperate, her voice raw with anguish. She falls to her knees, clutching at the ground as if to anchor herself to the reality she cannot escape. The Omniscient looms at a distance, his golden eyes gleaming with detached interest. He stands still, like a statue carved from malice and arrogance, watching the scene unfold as though it is a performance for his amusement. Phoenix looks up at him, rage bubbling under his grief. His thoughts take form, vivid and wild, manifesting as crimson letters that hover in the air. "I will destroy you," the letters read, glowing brighter with each passing second. A sudden shift in the atmosphere pulls Valerie from her grief. The air thickens, charged with an energy that prickles their skin. The red letters above Phoenix's head blink ominously, pulsing in sync with the rhythm of his heartbeat. The thought law has been activated. The sky above them splits open, a jagged tear that reveals an unnatural darkness. From the breach, a chariot descends, its wheels engulfed in blue flames that crackle and roar. Riding it is the Thought Enforcer, an unnerving figure with an ant-like head and a sleek black uniform. Its multifaceted eyes seem to pierce through reality, scanning for the source of the transgression. It holds a long staff, its spiked end dripping with an iridescent liquid that hisses as it touches the ground. As soon as Phoenix spots the Thought Enforcer emerging from the clouds, he grabs Valerie's arm and shouts, "Run to the car now!" Valerie stumbles to her feet, panic fueling her movements as she sprints toward the vehicle. Phoenix follows closely behind and plummets his shoulders through the crowd, with no concern for bystanders standing between him and his car. He spots the turnstiles where he sees his car busted, plastic brake lights flaked on the ground. His heart pounds as the Enforcer's chariot lands with a thunderous crash. "Hurry!" Valerie screams out. She slides over the car hood to reach the passenger seat. They scramble into the car, and Phoenix twists the key in the ignition. The engine roars to life as he slams the gear into reverse. The car lurches backward, narrowly avoiding the panicked fanboys who scatter in all directions, their glowing accessories bouncing in the dim light. The Thought Enforcer pursues, its chariot streaking across the ground with unnatural speed. Smoke and fire trail behind it, the air filled with the acrid stench of burning. Phoenix grits his teeth, gripping the wheel tightly as he swerves onto the highway. The tires screech in protest, and Valerie clings to the dashboard. "It's gaining on us!" Valerie shouts, her voice filled with fear. Phoenix glances in the rearview mirror, seeing the Enforcer's chariot closing in, its spiked staff aimed directly at them. The vehicle seems almost alive, its blue-flamed wheels spinning with a deafening roar that drowns out everything else. The highway blurs past in a haze of neon lights and shadowy figures, the colors streaking like rain on a windshield. Each second feels stretched, yet unbearably fleeting, as Phoenix's mind races. His grip on the steering wheel tightens between the grooves. Every nerve in his body is on edge, his heart pounding with an intensity that shakes his chest. The adrenaline coursing through him is like fire, burning away fear and leaving only a raw, primal instinct to survive. The first spike strikes. A violent hiss fills the air as the front tire deflates, sending the car into a wild skid. Phoenix fights to control it, his muscles straining as he yanks the wheel. The second spike hits, and the car sputters to a halt on the bridge, steam rising from the ruined engine. "Out!" Phoenix commands, throwing open his door. He and Valerie scramble out, leaving Dell's body behind in the wreckage. The loss stabs at Phoenix, but survival takes precedence. They sprint under the overpass, their breaths ragged and hearts pounding. The enforcer's chariot screeches to a stop above them, its occupant dismounting with deliberate, menacing movements. Under the bridge, nature stretched beside the road. A figure emerges from the darkness, waving them over. "It's him! Paragon!" Valerie shouts. His presence is calm, yet commanding, his expression unreadable. "This way," he intones, despite the chaos surrounding them. Phoenix hesitates for only a moment before grabbing Valerie's hand and following. Paragon leads them to a door embedded in the concrete wall of the bridge's foundation. It looks ancient, its metal surface tarnished and worn. Without explanation, Paragon opens it, revealing a faintly glowing passage beyond. "Go!" Paragon urges. "You don't have much time." Phoenix and Valerie exchange a brief, uncertain glance before stepping through. The door closes behind them with a resounding clang, sealing them off from the immediate threat. The sound echoes in the enclosed space, a final punctuation to their harrowing escape. As they stand in the dimly lit passage, their breaths coming in gasps, Phoenix feels a strange mix of relief and disorientation. The air here is cooler, the walls shimmering faintly as though alive. The chaos they left behind seems distant now, yet its weight lingers in their minds. They have escaped, but the unknown looms ahead, waiting to reveal its secrets.